Good evening, it's Mr. AMTV. Today I'm going to be going through the semi-finals of the World Cup. We've got 4 games left for the World Cup to end in Qatar. Unfortunately, England are not a part of the 4 teams, and the lads have already gone home. We've got France versus Morocco, and we've got Argentina versus Croatia. I'm going to be going and predicting those games and then going through the quarterfinal games in which, unfortunately, England lost to France. So, yeah, this is my semi final predictions. Yep, so starting off with the first semi final, Argentina versus Croatia. Argentina qualified on penalties, courtesy of defeating the Netherlands. I thought weren't good. I thought had a disappointing game. Yes, at times the Netherlands were brilliant, and when it came down to push came to shove, and they really needed to get that equalizer and to kind of get the first goal, they absolutely played well. But apart from that, they were defensive. Kind of playing it safe a lot of the times. And then as soon as Van Gaal brought on Walt Weghorst and Luke de Jong, they looked pretty decent. But my only criticism of the Netherlands was, why didn't they keep on attacking in the first and second half of extra time? As soon as they got the 2 goals in the game to take it to extra time, they just sat back and defended. I like their manager. He's an ex-Manchester United manager, Louis van Gaal. I thought he was a manager that I liked at Manchester United. I didn't think he was the manager to take us back to our glory days, but he was definitely one of my favourites since Sir Alex Ferguson's left Manchester United. Croatia, they go into this game after 2 extra time games in a row. The game against Brazil and against Japan, they've won both of them on penalties. They've got a really good goalkeeper. He seems to turn up whenever it's penalty shootouts. And yeah, Croatia for the second time in a row are in a semi-final and have got a chance to reach the final of the World Cup. It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a really tactical game, but I just think, with the momentum going for Argentina and with it being Messi's last World Cup, I think Argentina will have the edge over Croatia. But I hope I'm wrong. You never know with football what can happen. Croatia have done brilliantly to reach this stage of the World Cup, but yeah, it's going to take Luka Modric brilliance for them to win this game or even draw and reach another penalty shootouts. The second game, Morocco versus France. First of all, Morocco, round of applause for Morocco. What a World Cup they have had. First African team to reach the semi-final. They were absolutely brilliant. Morocco were fantastic against Portugal. I thought the game against Spain, they were too defensive. They barely even had a kick in. But the game against Portugal, I thought they were the better team in the first half. And they absolutely went for it, got that goal, and then sat back. And yeah, they're like an absolute brick you can't break. Absolutely nothing was working for Portugal. They tried the long balls, crosses, passes in between the defense. Nothing was going through the Moroccans. The only fear I have for Morocco is the fact that they've lost a lot of their players through injury, suspension, and it's like they've really got a thin squad now. So yeah, I think the players are going to be limping. They're going to be absolutely fighting for their lives to stay on. And the thing with Morocco is the quality. They're starting 11, and I think a few of their bench players play in European leagues and European football and are good enough. But I think their bench, they've got a few players that play in local Moroccan leagues, and I just think that's where they will come short in that fine margin against the French. As for the French, yeah, they killed our dreams of bringing it home, first of all. We played better than them, but that does not mean anything. I've heard a lot of pundits saying England played well, England were good. that doesn't mean anything. You played a weak French side, and you still managed to lose the game. And that's what's always happening with England. We always come short. Croatia in 2018, Italy in the final in 2020, and now France in 2022. Obviously, I've just been an England fan. My first proper tournament was 2010, so I don't know too much about, falling short and all that kind of stuff. But it seems like it's a reoccurring thing. 2012, we lost on penalties. 2014 we were shocking. 2016 even worse. 2018, you know what happened, semi-final, we could have won against Croatia. And then 2020 the final. 2022 Croatia. It's just like it's an ongoing cycle, and it seems to never end. But it just seems like that's the expectation of England. They always expect to come short, and which is at times really frustrating, but it is what it is. And yeah, I think Gareth Southgate will stay. I think they're not gonna want to try and find a replacement for him. But to be honest, in international football, you don't find those kind of caliber of managers like your Peps, your Jurgen Klopps, your Eric Ten Hag's, those type of managers. You don't find them in international football. So unfortunately, we're going to have to stick with Southgate, and yeah, I hope he delivers in the next one. But it's going to be really hard, because this one is going to be a really tough one to take, and especially considering the fact that we're going to play against Morocco in a semi-final. No disrespect to Morocco whatsoever, but it's just like England can never overachieve. They always have to underachieve, and it's sad, but that's the reality. We're never going to just have that bit of luck. Morocco are in the semi-final. Greece have won the 2004 Euros, but England, no, we can never do anything like that. And it's sad, but it's the reality of supporting England. That's it. France were brilliant against us. Absolutely brilliant. They know how to win games, and that is the key fact. Winning games. They weren't good. I think on the day we nullified Kylian Mbappe. We nullified Olivier Giroud for most of the game, apart from that header, but that doesn't count. As a striker, that's all he needs. One chance, bang, and lovely jubbly. But yeah, French team are looking really promising, and the thing I liked about the French team is that I think the injuries have helped them, because these players are hungry. They're hungry to win a World Cup. Chouamini hasn't won a World Cup. Rabiot hasn't won a World Cup. Guendouzi on the bench hasn't won a World Cup. Upamecano, Saliba, many of the players that haven't won World Cups, and so they are going to be hungry to prove themselves and to get that medal. So I won't underestimate France. I think they might even go and do it for the second time in a row, but we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, I think France will win this game rather comfortably. I think they will win it in normal time. I think, yeah, France will win it in normal time, and Argentina will go to extra time, and then you never know what happens there. But my money is on Croatia to win it, and we get a second final in a row, Croatia versus France. That's been my predictions, and I've been Mr. AMTV. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Adios.